My name is... Well, I guess my name doesn't really matter. I'm just somebody who doesn't really know what the hell's going on. And I don't really know why I'm doing this. I think I like recording my ideas and my thoughts because I think that one way or another it will help me. And maybe this will. Admittedly, I'm a bit tipsy right now, so I think that's probably the best chance I can to start, because it leads into everything. I'm a really bad person, and I hate to admit that, but maybe I don't hate to admit it as much as I think I do. In fact, if you ask me anything about me, it's probably the first thing I'll say. I'm a liar. I'm a cheat. And overall, I am a huge piece of shit. And I wish I wasn't. Genuinely, I wish I were better. And every day that I wake up, I try to be better. God, I try to be better. And maybe this is part of that. Maybe this is somehow, some way, me trying to reclaim a bit of that and have proof. Maybe I just want a record of everything, and I could look back at and just see. I'm 22 years old. I am a Hispanic male. Slightly educated, not too smart. And I am, although not the worst person on earth, I'm up there. Personal wise, obviously there's a lot of terrible people out there who've done horrible crimes, but if you meet me, I feel sorry for you. Maybe that's just the alcohol speaking, though, I don't know. I like to present that I have a really high ego, because I know that I don't. I like to think that I am everything, even though I feel like I'm nothing. I want other people not to see that. And maybe a part of that is me not wanting others to see that weakness, to see that small piece of me. I don't have a big family connection. Just recently I've started getting back into contact with my own family, that is. Just grandparents, really, uncles. Never knew my father. Never had the best relationship with my mother. She wasn't the greatest. I've been told that my father was a very violent, very angry person. And in a weird way, I feel like he's haunted me my entire life. I've always been very scared of becoming him. And people every now and then, they'll tell me, well, not people, just a certain group. Well, just one person, really. They'll say that I remind them of him. And that's terrifying. God, that's horrifying. I don't want to be him. I don't want to be anything like him. feel like every time that I try to be good, every time that I mess up, I am him. And in a weird way, I become violent and angry, aggressive. And it hurts me so much to think that I am him. I mean, I try to avoid rage rooms because I don't want to. When I was younger, I had a really bad problem. I would get angry, and my first instinct was to cry. But my second instinct was to break something. And I broke a lot of things that I loved because I was just full of that malice that has full of anger. And I just didn't know how to handle it. And as time has gone by, I've deeply, deeply regretted it all. And I fear that. I fear being angry, and I fear hatred. I fear violence. Because every time that happens, I get reminded of him. And of how much I don't want to be him. And how his blood runs through me. And how, unfortunately, sometimes I get angry. Even though I don't want to. Even though I wish I weren't. I do stupid things, and I act dumb. Yeah, it's funny, I'm actually kind of tipsy right now. I know I mentioned it earlier, but I think it's worth mentioning again. I hate getting drunk. I love it, but I hate it. I hate it because when I'm really, really drunk, I become the kind of person that I wish I wasn't. I become angry, I become aggressive, and I do things that I wish I hadn't done. 2026 just started, and my resolution is to not get drunk. Just tipsy. Sort of how I am now. And I hope and I strive every day to not be angry, to not be hurtful or temperamental, violent or aggressive. Because as much as I hate to admit it, I know I've hurt people. I know I've hurt people that I care about very much. I haven't killed anybody. I haven't done anything worth lockup. But it isn't about whether or not I committed a crime, or whether or not I was drunk. It's about the fact that it happened and I did something that I regret. I like to think that every day I strive to be better, even though I know that I always seem to fall back into old vices. For a long time, I battled depression. I think I still do. But I think that I've taken it in stride. I like to think that I've gotten better, even if I haven't. never will. The ghost that haunts me isn't a man that I knew. It's a vision of somebody that I am related to. It's something that I don't want to be. And I don't think I will be. Not today, at least. Not tomorrow. And I'll try every day not to be. I hate violence. I hate anger. I hate confrontation. But a part of me is delighted by it. I get giddy at the idea of making somebody uncomfortable. I get giddy at the idea of making somebody feel a type of way. And I hate that. I hate that feeling with my entire life. I'm a terrible person. I hate, I lie, and I lie that I don't hate. I've hurt people, and I will hurt people. But every day that I wake up, I try not to. If that's worth anything, I guess. I think that maybe a few years down the line I'll be better. That I will have my life together and I will be able to be the kind of person I want to be. I want to be somebody kind and caring. I want to devote my life to other people. I want them to know that I care. Because God, I care so much about everything and everyone. And even the people that I get angry and even the people that I upset and make uncomfortable, I wish them the best, and a part of me feels like I'm not doing that. Like I'm not giving them the best. I lie that I don't hate. And I don't think I do. And maybe that's a lie. But this is the truth. I hate myself. More than anything. A part of me kind of feels like I wish people had never met me. Like if they would be better off for it. That used to be my biggest fear. Or not that, but this. My biggest fear used to be being remembered. I used to wish that I was so insignificant because that's how I saw myself, as insignificant. So I would wish that people wouldn't remember me. That people would forget all about me. My biggest fear now, though, is being forgotten. Maybe it always has been. But I want to be remembered for all of the kind things that I do. I don't want to be remembered as an angry and hateful person. I don't really know how to go about that. Right now, I'm sorry. I know all of this just sounds so sporadic and just all over the place. I keep changing topics. But, I don't know, I guess these are my thoughts. I know that right now my life is meaningless. It has no value and it has no substance, and I'm not the person that I want to be. And I wish I were. And I don't think it's anybody else's fault. I don't think that anybody else has made me feel this way. Maybe the way I grew up, maybe the people I was raised by, who knows, but I want to be something so bad. A good person. Again, this is a change of topic, I'm sorry, but I think this first log not only goes to show what I think, but also who I am. I have been in love twice. Maybe love isn't the right way to put it. The first girl, I thought I loved her. But she was nothing. Not in a sense that she was nothing, but in a sense that she was nothing to me. And I don't mean like I never felt anything for her. I loved her. I mean in a sense that she cared about me. And I think in a way she loved me. And I loved her. But I just pushed and pushed her and pushed her away because I was just so depressed that I thought that I was better off alone. And even though she kept coming back, even though she kept trying to be there for me, I just pushed and pushed and pushed away. Because I didn't think I was worth it. You can only push somebody so much. You can only make them go away till they stay away. And eventually I made her stay away from me. I was mean. I was angry. I was hateful. I thought about her a lot. Not as much anymore, but I did. I look back at her in sadness. In a way that I wish I didn't. I look back at her and I think, I wish I hadn't done that. Not because she'd still be in my life, but because she didn't deserve any of it. A few years later, a few girls later, I met somebody else. She was lovely. And I cared about her a lot. We were friends. And then the more I learned about her, the more I cared about her. And then one day, that care, well, I liked her more and more every day. I hate talking to people. I hate being vulnerable to people because I hate having them think less of me. But one day came and I was vulnerable with her. And it was the start of something horrible and ugly, terrifying. But it was also the start of something beautiful. As stupid as it is, I loved her. I still do. It was the kind of love that made me realize that the first person I loved, I didn't love. I only cared deeply about them. I loved her, though. And all I ever wanted was for her to be happy, and I would still hurt her. I knew that she didn't love me. She only liked me. And as time went on, it got worse and worse. On and off and on and off, and she would say things that hurt me, and I would say things that hurt her. Until one day, I guess it became enough, and we never spoke to each other again. I still think about her a lot, though. Actually, it's been 7 months since then, and I still think about her every day. It's pathetic, honestly. I just want her to be happy. And I know that happiness doesn't include me, and that's fine. I have a few tattoos. 4 of them, actually. Every single one of them reminds me of her. 3 of them I got because I thought they looked cool. This girl taught me a lot about myself. A lot about how not to treat other people. The 4th tattoo is dedicated to her. Not in a desperate attempt to win her heart back, or in an attempt to show it off to her and say, look. I think it's in memory of somebody who taught me a lot about myself. I don't know. Maybe I'm just dumb. Probably that. I don't think I'll ever talk to her again. And that's fine. As long as she's happy. That's enough about love, though. Back to me. I have this dumb saying I like to say. I refer to myself as Golden Boy. I know it's dumb. It's stupid, honestly. But I always say that old golden boy always comes out on top. I'm golden boy. And I always come out on top, apparently. It means that I always win. I don't. I know that I don't always win. In fact, I think I tend to lose more than I win. But the point is that I will always find... It's not that I win, and it's not that I always find some way to win, but it's that even when I lose, I will try to spin it into a way that I won. Into something that's good for me. At least that's how I like to think. That, I don't know, maybe that's just my ego. I don't know what the future has in store for me. Sorry, there's a lot of dead air. I don't know what the future has in store for me. I don't know what I'll do or who I'll be. But every day that passes, every day that goes by, I will try to be the best version of myself. And I will try to be better. Until the point that I'm happy with myself and with the kind of person that I'm becoming. I know that it's almost been 30 minutes, but the whole point of this is that there are daily audio logs. So I think I will now actually talk about what today had in store for me. That second girl that I loved. The one that I actually loved. The one who is in some shape or way tattooed onto my body. I saw her about now 2 days ago. Today in the morning. Or whatever. Yesterday in the morning. Sorry, it's January 12th. I forgot to mention that. I mean, now it's January 12th, but technically January 11th. I saw her and I talked to her for a good long while. I guess it was one of those things where we both knew that we weren't going to talk to each other for another while. So we tried to milk it as much as we could. I'm a liar and I'm a cheat. I'm a terrible person. And I kept on thinking that while I was talking to her. She seems to be doing good, though. And I'm glad. I'm so happy that she's doing well. It's one of the few things in the world that I want. Today I had to wake up with a fucking hangover. Sorry, can I say that? Oh well. I had to wake up with a hangover. And I I had to go to work and think about that. Think about the fact that I talked to the girl that I love. Sorry. Loved. Trying to make it better for everybody by using past tense. And I just sit there at work and just brood on it. And it was terrible. I don't know what the future has in store for me. But I think talking to her really helped me out. I think it was like the kind of way that you just didn't expect. Something that happened and it happened. I don't know. I don't even know what I meant by that. Sorry. What I mean to say is that I talked to her. And all that hubbub about me missing her. I did. And she's still as funny and as beautiful as she's always been. She says she's not kind, but she is. Still. And it was weird, but like a good kind of weird. Anyway, we talked for a while and then we said our goodbyes again. Whether it's the last goodbyes or not, I don't know. Again, I don't know what the future has in store for me. But they were goodbyes nonetheless. Went home, went to sleep, went to work. It was dreadful. And got off and went to go see a friend. Talked to them for a while about it all. And now here I am, having decided to make a audio log. The first audio log. I'm gonna try to do this every day. Whether I succeed or not, I don't know. But I think I'm gonna keep on growing and keep on changing. If talking to her made anything more clear, it's that I'm not the kind of person I want to be yet. And that I still have a lot more growth and change to do. Not for her, but for me. So that I could be proud of the kind of person I am. Because even though I love to present a big ego and pretend to be prideful, I'm not. But one day I would love to look at myself and be proud. It's been 33 minutes. I don't know if that's as long as they're all going to be. Some of them I might go into more detail. Some of them I might go into less. But that's the audio log for the day. Maybe next time I'll tell you about a different girl. Hopefully not. I love you. And if nobody's told you today, then I'll say it again. I love you. And I hope nothing but the best for you. I'm saying that to me and I'm saying that to you.